Hello again, Dr. Brett Franson here, your chiropractor out in the West Houston area. And like usual, I'm going to offer you a couple things for you to chew on. And, it seems to be in this modern era, controversy is a big deal. So I'm going to offer you some controversial ideas that are born out of witnessing people's relationships with their bodies after nearly 30 years of practice working with people in the healthcare industry. And I'd have to say that probably the number one thing that I see is that most human beings have what I call an adversarial relationship with their body. Now, what do I mean by adversarial relationship? And, someone will come in and like, oh, my damn knee is bothering me. Or my back is bothering me. Or my neck is bothering me. Or, something's out. Wherever they get that term from. There's always like, my body's doing something that it shouldn't be doing, and it makes me uncomfortable, and I don't like it, and I want you to make it go away, or I want it to stop at all costs. And see, here's the big problem. Okay, we live in a culture that I would say has been systematically conditioned over generations to have these underpinnings as far as beliefs go regarding health and how our bodies are. And it goes like this. We believe that we should feel good, or if we can't feel good, at the very least, we should feel nothing at all. We should be numb to it. That's just one of them. And of course, let's take a look at that one first. What behaviors does that perspective drive? What is born out of that point of view? That I should feel good, or I should feel nothing at all? That I should feel numb? Well, it makes people susceptible to all kinds of whimsical concepts around pain relief. That you can be comfortable in 3 easy steps. Or this will make the pain go in 20 minutes or less. Just put this patch on your body, take this pill, rub this lotion, use this contraption, do this stretch, try this exercise, get this adjustment, go to just a myriad of endless possibilities to help you feel good, or at the very least, feel nothing. Is that really a viable approach to being healthy? No, it's not. What's being left out? Discomfort and pain and suffering. It's almost as if we've been led to believe that we should never experience these 3 things. That those things are evil, or that they're bad, and that they need to be eliminated at all costs. Which leads me to another point that I often hear. And that is that since I should feel good or I should feel nothing, symptoms must be bad, and therefore a sign that something's wrong with me and need to be eliminated at all costs, no matter what the consequences. Oh, I swear, no matter what the consequences. The things people do to their bodies to support these beliefs, it just makes me shake my head sometimes. I'm wondering, what are you doing? It just hurts. And anybody that knows me personally, and even most of my clients, I'm the guy who gets hurt a lot, okay? I've had a lot of pretty nasty injuries in the course of my life. And just to give you an example, one of them, I broke my face from right here all the way across here and broke this off, okay? Broke it off. And had to have surgery to have that repaired. Some things, that's where medical intervention is fantastic and help you repair really badly damaged stuff. I've had a lot of broken bones, most of them small ones. I'm not saying an arm or a leg or my neck or my back, but I've had enough broken bones to know what they feel like. And they hurt. I've had plantar fasciitis in both feet, made me limp and walk funny for months on end. blown discs in my spine, my back, my neck, broken ribs. I've had knee injuries, shoulder issues, frozen shoulder, pinched nerves, you name it. So I understand a little bit about pain from a personal point of view, not from reading books or academia or being good at school, but actual personal experience. And I'm telling you, pain sucks. I don't like it any more than the next guy. I'm not a sadist or masochist or whichever term is correct there. But I have a definitely different relationship with my body because I'm a chiropractor. And being a chiropractor, I adhere to a certain philosophy and a set of principles that kind of guides my approach and being in the world. And one of those is simply this: my body has its own intelligence. Yours does too. Your body has its own intelligence. I don't mean to say that your body knows the alphabet or can recite Shakespeare. Nothing like that. I'm not saying that your body's good at Trivial Pursuit. What I'm saying is that your body knows what it's doing, and it has a singular primary drive, as all living things do. Do you know what that might be? What's the number one drive of any living thing on this planet? It wants to live. It wants to stay alive. It wants to survive. That's its primary function. It's always trying to survive. So your body has its own intelligence, and that intelligence guides its functions, and its functions are designed to keep it alive, to keep it going. So when you say that your body is bothering you, that you have symptoms that you don't like and you just want them to go away no matter what the consequences are you actually choosing to help yourself? Or at some level, are you actually doing yourself more harm? Because here's the thing, you already have pain, which means you've either got an irritation or you've got an injury. Either way, your body is trying to let you know that something isn't right, and you need to pay close attention to it. I mean, after all, good acronym for pain, which I learned from my good friend Dr. Kevin Donka out of Chicago. PAIN is an acronym. PAIN stands for Pay Attention Inside Now. To repeat that, pay attention inside now. Paying attention. What is attention? Well, attention's a form of psychic energy. And I'm not trying to get all out there woo-woo on you. I'm just saying when you focus your energy on something, you're paying attention to it. Like I'm paying attention to this little round thing on the computer right now. So I'm looking right at you, okay? Now I'm looking down here. I'm paying attention here. I'm paying attention there. Now I'm paying attention to a bottle of water. I'm giving energy to it, okay? So when you have pain in your body, it almost forces you to pay attention in your body in this moment, right now. No other time. No other time. Just now. It's when you start thinking that the pain means something that usually it doesn't, or that how it's going to affect your future, which you have no clue about. I mean, if you know how the future is going to be, would you mind slipping me the lottery numbers for the next time? Be really helpful. No, you don't know the future. So all you know is what you're experiencing right now. So when people come in and they say, my knee is bothering me, first thing I'm going to ask them is, what exactly are you experiencing? What's your body doing? What's the sensations? And they'll give me a kind of a brief rundown and what they think is going on and possibly how they got this way. Although what I've also learned from human beings is that most of them don't pay very much attention to their body, their posture, their habits, their behaviors. Most people don't pay attention to those things much at all. Because someone will come in with an ache or a pain, I'll ask them, well, how did you get this way? Most folks in general have no clue. They're like, I don't know. Nothing happened. I'm like, okay, nothing happened. I get it. But here's the thing. Your body's not doing that because it's a Monday. All right? Your body's doing that because of cause and effect relationship. This is the effect. There must be some cause. Usually it's because your body's reacting to some pattern of stress in your life. Whether that pattern of stress is your job, your family, or your own psychology and behavior. I don't know. But it's not just happening because it's bad luck or bad genes. Could it be? Yeah, there's always these remote possibilities. But taking a small fragment of the population, a small piece of data of information, and extrapolating it out to make it the norm, that's just wrong thinking. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody, but that type of thinking will get you nowhere. That's my point. So, I want to address this, that having a better relationship with your body will really help you to make wiser choices that will benefit you. And that's the whole goal of me giving this talk, is I want you to make better choices for yourself. And able to make better choices for your health and your body, you have to have a better relationship with it. You have to understand what it's trying to do, not just condemn it for doing what it's trying to do, which is to stay alive and make you pay attention. I think it's one of the things that's driving the opioid crisis that we have, because opioids do what? Kill the pain, make you numb. And if our culture's goal is to feel good or feel nothing, opioids provide that. So there you go. There's kind of like what I would say almost proof that this belief is there. And the opioid crisis is a manifestation of that belief as it's demonstrated in human behavior. It's a dangerous, dangerous thing going on. Pain. Pay attention inside now. It's not a monster. It's not evil. And it's not bad. It just hurts. And so you want the hurt to go away. I understand. It's tough sometimes. Some pains are really difficult to deal with. But drugging yourself to death is not the answer. Trying to alleviate the pain as quickly as possible without any concern for the consequences is unhealthy, even dangerous. So the takeaway I would like you to have from this brief conversation is that, number one, your body has its own intelligence. It's trying to communicate to you. It just doesn't speak English, nor Spanish, nor Chinese, or any other language that you might hear in your head. It speaks the language of sensations. And if you don't learn the language, if you don't learn the language, then your ability to have a relationship with it is going to be greatly hindered. Just like if you don't have an understanding of the language of someone you're trying to get to know, how do y'all communicate? Google Translate? Sure, that works. It's a fantastic little gizmo. I love that app. It just doesn't work on your body. So you have to learn to understand the sensations your body are giving you. And I'll give you a couple examples. Number one, you get this funny pressure down just below your belly button from time to time. And at first you'll feel this sensation, but you're too busy, so you ignore it. Then in a half hour, an hour later, it comes back. This time it's a little bit more intense. And you're like, you start wiggling in your chair a little bit, but you're in the middle of a project, you got something going on, you're in the middle of a video game or whatever people do nowadays. And you kind of, and then it goes away. Then a half hour, another hour later, it comes back, and this time there's no denying it. What's that sensation? What's it mean? Yeah, that you got to go pee. Okay? It's very simple. You know that sensation, all right? There are other sensations. Sometimes your mouth will get really dry. You feel like your tongue's kind of sticking in the back of your throat. Your throat gets a little gravelly and coarse. What's that sensation usually tell you? Yeah, that you're thirsty. You might want to drink some water. Okay? Let's see if I can give you another one. Oh yeah, there's a sensation that you get from time to time, just below your sternum, just below your breastbone here, kind of down right in the center of your body, maybe a little bit to the left of center. Usually occurs if you haven't eaten in a long time. And yeah, what's that sensation mean? Yeah, it means you need to eat. You're hungry. Okay? So you get those basic sensations, right? You got to pee. You got to do number two. You need to eat. You need to drink some water. You know all those sensations. You understand them, and you know what they mean. They know what behavior you're supposed to take. And where did we learn that? When we were little kids, we get taught these things. Thank goodness, otherwise we'd all be going to the bathroom in our chair. But there's other sensations that your body gives you just the same. And a lot of them we don't like. Why? Because they're uncomfortable. But if they were comfortable, would it change us? Would it make us pay attention? Would it make us go, oh my God, I need to do something different? No, comfort doesn't do that to you. Comfort says, stay right here. Don't do a thing. Don't change anything. Stay comfortable. But discomfort, that gets your attention. And just like the little scenario about having to go pee I described, you notice how many times it took your body to finally yell at you to get up and go take care of business? Yeah, I know this very well because when I was a kid, I used to put it off and put it off and put it off and put it off. And if I was, because I'd be outside and I was on a farm, but I still couldn't go outside. So I would wait till the last possible second. And then I'd run into the house and run into the bathroom, and then I'd go and be, oh, okay. Well, one time I did this, and I waited till the last second, and I went running into the bathroom, and as I turned the corner, I happened to leave a little water pistol laying on the floor. And I stepped on it while I was going really fast, turning a corner towards the toilet. So you can imagine my feet went out from underneath me, and I went, ah! And my teeth went right into the toilet seat, and I took out a big old chunk that wedged in the roof of my mouth and split it open, and I bled and bled and bled. Embarrassing moment, embarrassing story to share, but it proves my point. When I was a little kid, I just didn't pay attention to that sensation. I'd wait till the last second. I'd wait till it was really bad, and then I reacted aggressively, and something else bad happened. I don't even know if I even made it to finally go to the bathroom. I think I peed myself. Who knows? But I just know I remember bleeding into a cup a lot. So don't let this be you, okay? When you get these funny little sensations, why don't you ask yourself some real simple questions? What have I been doing to myself that maybe I really should stop doing? Another question. What should I be doing for myself that I really haven't been doing, but I know if I did, it would be valuable and beneficial? And I think if you just stick with those two fundamentals for now, that can really have a profound change on your health and vitality. What should you stop doing to yourself that you know isn't good for you? And you know, everybody knows, we just like denial. Denial's easier. And what should I be doing for myself that I'm not doing? Now that can open you up to a whole lot of stuff, but I would prefer to keep it simple. Usually it's the basics. Breathe a little bit more, a little deeper, a little better, more often, pay attention to it. Drink more water, consciously, intentionally, on purpose, as much as you can probably stomach. Be mindful of your posture. Sit up straight in your chair. When you stand, think taller the better. Stand as though some of the people you respected the most in your life were actually about to show up, like the king or the queen, or the president, or the owner of the company, or your mom and dad. Just stand up straight. Good posture. Sit with good posture. Maybe get your sleep. Go to bed on time. Turn the TV off. Put down your phone. Close the laptop. Go to sleep. And there's a few other things that we could talk about, but we're coming up on 20 minutes here, so I'm going to stop, give you something, let you chew on this for a while, and I'll get back with you again real soon. Again, Dr. Brett Franson here, your chiropractor in the West Houston area. Hope I gave you something to think about. Talk to you soon. Bye.